Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about personal finance. Today I'm going to talk about what is the benefit of a Roth 401k. Before I get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying I subscribe. I will try to personally reply to your comments. In 2006, the Roth 401k account made its debut in the world of retirement investing. The Roth 401k is an employer-sponsored investment saving account that allows employees to save for retirement with after-tax money. It was created by a section of the Economic Growth and Tax Relief Reconciliation Act of 2001 and is modeled after the Roth IRA. Roth accounts are available to participants in 403b plans. The opportunity to contribute to a Roth 401k was supposed to expire at the end of 2010, but the Pension Protection Act of 2006 made it permanent. The advantages of a Roth 401k are entirely dependent on your perspective. The Roth 401k generates current revenue in the form of tax dollars, according to the government. This differs from a standard 401k, which allows investors to deduct their contributions from their taxes. These deductions allows cash that would otherwise be lost to the IRS to stay tax deferred in the account until they are withdrawn. From the investor's standpoint, the account should increase over time, and money that would have been lost to taxes will instead work for the investor for those years. Because the tax deferral stops when the money is removed from the account, the government also wants those assets to increase. In other words, the government provides you a tax benefit now in the hopes of taxing you more in the future. The Roth 401k is the inverse of the traditional 401k. You are taxed on the money you earn today. If you deposit this after-tax money into a Roth 401k, any withdrawals you make after you reach the age of 59 and a half will be tax-free as long as the account has been funded for at least 5 years. Free investors are enticed by the idea of tax-free money in retirement. The government is enticed by the idea of receiving tax dollars presently rather than later. It is so appealing that lawmakers are considering appealing standard tax deductible IRAs and replacing them with the Roth 401k and Roth IRA accounts. Unlike the Roth IRA, which has income restrictions that prevent some investors from joining, the Roth 401k has no such restrictions. If both are offered by the employer, an investor can contribute to a Roth 401k, a standard 401k, or a combination of the two. Contribution restrictions, on the other hand, are the same whether you use a regular account, a Roth account, or both. For 2021, the contribution limit is 19,500, 20,500 for 2022, with an extra 6,500 if you are 50 or older. One advantage of a Roth 401k over a Roth or a standard IRA is the contribution limit. In 2021, You can contribute a total of 6,000 each year, 7,000 if you are 50 or older, to those accounts. Which plan you choose is primarily determined by your specific financial circumstances. If you plan to be in a higher tax bracket after retirement than you were during your working years, a Roth 401k may be the way to go because it allows you to withdraw money tax-free. While it may appear obvious that most investors will see their tax rates drop once they retire, pensioners frequently have fewer tax deductions, and there is always also the possibility of future legislation resulting in higher tax rates. Given the uncertainty of future tax rates, young workers with lower income tax rates may wish to consider investing in after-tax programs such as the Roth 401k, which effectively locks in their current tax rate. There are several reasons that may influence your decision to open a Roth 401k. 1. Your firm may not provide a Roth 401k plan. Employers must put up a tracking system to separate Roth assets from the company's current plan in order to offer such a plan, which is voluntary. This might be a costly idea, and your employer may decide not to go ahead with it. Secondly, unlike Roth IRAs, Roth 401k participants must take minimum distribution at the age of 72, forcing investors to accept withdrawals even if they do not need or want them. The third thing is the distribution requirement can be avoided by rolling over to a Roth IRA, but this is a time-consuming process, and politicians could change the regulations at any time to make such transfers illegal. The fourth thing is having a Roth and a standard 401k allows you to withdraw funds from your tax-free and or tax-deferred accounts, which can help you manage your taxable income in retirement. Your employer's matching payment to your Roth 401k must be placed into a standard 401k. Before deciding whether or not to invest in a Roth 401k, it is a good idea to compare your present tax rate to your predicted future tax rate. This type of account is appealing if your current tax rate is lower than what you estimate later. But if the converse is true, tax deferred plans are usually a better alternative. Also, keep in mind that regular 401k funds cannot be converted to Roth 401k. Thanks for watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.